All right, the next big problem that we tend to see is people give up. They close the door, or they try and get the dog in. The dog won't go in first time. It's too hard. Or they close the door and the dog screams and it's, oh, the poor little baby, oh. And they open that door and they let it out and they teach the pup instantly that crying gets you out. When you don't like something, scream. You'll get it. Scream and we'll stop doing it. And this starts working across the board. The dog will scream when you bark or carry on when you give it a command or when you tell it to get off the furniture. Your dog needs to be crated. Even if you never intend to use a crate, a dog should be crate trained for its safety. Because somewhere along the line, that dog may need surgery. It may get sick. It may get lost. You may have to move. And in all of those cases, your dog is going to need to be restrained. It's going to need to be crated. In the old days, I was the same as a lot of people. When crates first came out, I thought, what the hell? I'd had 150 dogs, either as fosters or our own dogs, and we never crated any of them. But life was different. And the more it's gone on, the more chaotic life has become, the more chaotic our world has become, the more unsupervised those dogs are. And the more items we have, the more dangerous things that we have laying around. So even if you don't like them, crates save lives. Every single day of the week they save lives. But in one of these other situations I spoke about, if your dog needs crating, if it gets sick, needs an operation, goes to the vets, has to be kept there, they're going to crate it. A sick, recovering dog does not need the extra stress. It could kill the dog. In a situation that your dog's run away, it's going to be crated when it's caught. So your dog is going to be terrified. It's going to have strangers bustling it into small confined areas. It's going to suffer horrible anxiety because of it. And that could be permanent depending on the state of the mind of your dog. How well-rounded is that dog? And I can tell you from experiences, dogs that are crated are more well-rounded than dogs that are not. They are more balanced. They suffer less anxiety because they've been taught to be alone. If you crate properly, you basically avoid separation or isolation anxiety. You also stop a lot of unwanted behaviours immediately because the dog is contained, it's safe, it can't be chewing your walls, it can't be peeing in the corner, it can't be doing this or doing that. Those behaviours are instantly stopped, they're not becoming a habit. So crate training really is an essential tool for your dog, especially in today's world where we can't always supervise that dog 24/7. A crate is a lifesaver. So don't be afraid of them. They're really, really important. Don't give up. Your dog is going to cry when they go in there. If you've got a pup, it's going to cry for anywhere from a couple of days to a couple of weeks, depending on what you're doing. Generally, I've always been able to get dogs comfortable and crate trained in the first 7 to 10 days as a max. But that is doing everything right. And that's with puppies, and it's been with rescues. Within 7 to 10 days at the outside. Mia was 3 days, but if you look at the crate training videos with her and you see that crying one, she did that day and night. Absolute day and night. So it didn't stop for those first 2 days. But we just kept at it, and by the 3rd day, that night she slept. And since then, apart from the odd whinging now and again, which now has gone, she went into a crate and it wasn't an issue. And as you can see here, I'm waffling on. She's in a crate. She's just laid down, calmed, and it now looks like she's dead to the world. No whinging, no carry on, no nothing. There's no toys in there, there's nothing but water and a few treats that I gave her. Alright, so don't give up. Don't give in. Calm dog in, calm dog out. It's the only way to do it.